CDR pre-show. Right now, we're showing you CDR24 segment replays. Coming up next, we'll show you some more CDR24 segment replays. And later on, CDR24 morning news show with Michelle Gonzalez, Jesse Davila, and Alexander Menchaca goes live at 9 a.m. You're watching CDR24 pre-show. It was a cool evening in Del Rio. The local police department welcomed families and the community to their holiday-themed gathering, a warm twist on their usual Coffee with a Cop event. This time it was called Cocoa with the Cop, and a cheerful crowd turned out for cocoa, coffee, and slices of cake. Children laughed and chatted with officers or played games, and parents took the chance to get to know the people who serve their community. For the first time, folks met Officer Itchy, the new mascot of the City of Del Rio Police Department. Alongside other officers, Officer Itchy handed out gifts to every child, bringing wide smiles. The event didn't stop there. This year, the police department had invited the City of Del Rio Animal Control to join in, organizing an adopt-a-thon where visitors could meet pets hoping for new families. It all made for a scene filled with laughter, curiosity, and kind connections. Chief Ramirez explained the idea behind the gathering.
The impact it's had on the community is just, in my opinion, acceptance. The staff came up, we were thinking of some different things we could do, and of course we all like to celebrate Christmas. This weather starts to get a little bit cold, and there's nothing better than having some cocoa and being outside and, warming up, having some nice lights, and of course getting some presents from Santa Claus. So that's what we're kind of trying to do. This is what kind of started this. We just want to do something that everybody has fun at, including ourselves.
Sergeant Galindo spoke warmly about the tradition and how it brings everyone closer together during the holidays.
It was put together, it's our third annual Cocoa with the Cop. It was put together to give back.
We hope you enjoyed this segment. You can find the full version on ConnectDelRio.com or Connect Del Rio social media pages. Good morning and welcome to CDR Pre-Show. Right now we're showing you CDR24 segment replays. Coming up next, we have CDR24 morning news show starting at 9 a.m. You're watching CDR24 Pre-Show. Cafe Sol, the new spot for gourmet cupcakes and cozy coffee breaks in Del Rio, officially opened its doors to the public with overwhelming community support. Located at 4730 US Highway 90, this new cafe is a dream come true for its owner, Gracelia Alviso. Alviso, who has been perfecting her baking skills for over 15 years, reflected on the journey leading up to the grand opening.
I have been baking for over 15 years, and it was my dream all along. And today, thanks to my parents, first of all, and my family, my kids, my husband, everyone, we're finally getting it after all these ups and downs and everything, but we're here now.
Starting out as a pop-up stand at local markets, Cafe Sol has evolved into a vibrant cafe offering not only delightful cupcakes, but a welcoming atmosphere for the community. Councilperson Jesus Lopez Jr. was also present at the event, offering his congratulations and kind words to Alviso and the new establishment.
So I hope this is all something that y'all look forward to in supporting her and continue the service that her and her family are providing for all the people on this side of town and anybody that drives through and wants a good cup of coffee closer instead of going all the way to town.
Cafe Sol is a perfect addition to the Del Rio scene, combining a rich history of family dedication with the promise of... We hope you enjoyed this segment. You can find the full version on ConnectDelRio.com or Connect Del Rio social media pages. This is CDR Pre-Show. Thanks for joining us here on Pre-Show. CDR24 morning news show starts in 2 minutes. The countdown will begin shortly. This has been CDR24 Pre-Show. We are about to begin CDR24 Morning News Show, Del Rio's first advanced modern news show. Stay tuned, and good morning, Del Rio. We are about to begin CDR24 Morning News Show, Del Rio's first advanced modern news show, with morning news anchor Michelle Gonzalez, co-anchor Jesse Davila, and meteorologist Alexander Menchaca. We will begin in just a few seconds. Stay tuned, and good morning, Del Rio.
Good morning, Del Rio, and welcome to Connect Del Rio 24 CDR 24. It's a beautiful day to live in Del Rio. My name is Michelle Gonzalez.
And I'm meteorologist Alexander Menchaca.
What a great month it's been for all of us here at Connect Del Rio. With our newspaper getting ready to launch on March the 2nd, excitement is in the air.
That's right, Michelle. I know we hired a few people joining the team here. Pretty excited about that.
That's right, definitely. Yes, Alondra Sanchez, our journalist, has been promoted to editor-in-chief. And we've recently brought on Stevie Quillo, Eddie Martinez, and Paul Hackmesser, all who will produce stories and information for both the newspaper and CDR24.
And from what I hear, that means that we got a jam-packed episode today.
Absolutely. We have ourselves a busy morning. So, Alex, we've seen some cold weather move in, some freezing weather. Tell us a little bit about it and what we can expect going forward.
So it looks like we're going to have to deal with another cold day today. But the good news is that 80-degree weather is expected to return shortly, and I'll have more on that in the weather segment.
All I have to say that is yes, I'm excited about the warmer weather.
Absolutely.
That's right. So we've got plenty to cover today and plenty of guests.
So we have Miss Del Rio and IGNC representative Andrew Scarborough will be joining us shortly.
We also have Madison Haley, owner of 830 Press, with us.
And DNA Habachi, the Connect Del Rio Business of the Year, will be here as well.
And finally, we'll wrap things up with representative from the ACE program at SFDR CISD. It's Saturday, February 22nd, 2025, and you're watching CDR 24.
Watching CDR 24.
Good morning, Del Rio. It's great to be back. Joining us this morning is Evelyn Dominguez, the new Miss Del Rio. IGNC recently held their 75th annual Miss Del Rio pageant at the Del Rio Civic Center. The contestants were Ray Valencia, Princesa Rocha, Leilani Garcia, Ariana Mendoza, and Evelyn Dominguez. The event included several award categories such as Miss Del Rio, Miss Congeniality, Best Interview, Best in Fitness, Miss Photogenic, Best in Evening Gown, and People's Choice. The event also celebrated its 75th birthday, with Mayor Al Arriola's help. The audience sang Happy Birthday in celebration of the momentous occasion. The winners of each category are as follows: Best in Interview, Ray Valencia; Best in Fitness, Ray Valencia; People's Choice, Ray Valencia; Best in Evening Gown, Princesa Rocha. First runner-up for Miss Del Rio is Ray Valencia. Second runner-up is Miss Del Rio, Leilani Garcia. And finally, crowned by the 2024 Miss Del Rio, Andrea Padilla, was Miss Del Rio 2025, Evelyn Dominguez. Okay, good morning. Hi, Andrew. Good morning, Evelyn. It's great to have you here. How are y'all this morning?
I'm doing amazing. Thank you for asking.
Good. So, great, awesome day. So y'all have been busy. I know we saw each other yesterday at the Wine and Cheese, and so lots of events coming up with IGNC, right? Tell us a little bit about it, Andrew.
Absolutely, yes. There's lots of events that always come up throughout the year, but we have those major events that everybody recognizes, right?
Definitely.
So the Wine and Cheese is one of those that just happened last night, and we were very, very thankful for the community to show up. I know you were there, Michelle, and so you got to experience a little bit of what a taste of France was like,
fantastic.
right?
It was great. Yes, it was awesome.
So, and of course our Miss Del Rio was there, and she did a wonderful job during the auction.
Yes.
She showcased those items and gets them sold. So, but we appreciate the community that go and support that event, because of course that event gives back to the community with giving scholarships, and so we're very thankful for that. And then of course another major event was our Miss Del Rio pageant, and that happened in January.
Right.
Miss Del Rio is the 75th, or Evelyn is the 75th Miss Del Rio, but Miss Del Rio has been going on for many, many years.
Right.
Of course, it wasn't always handled by IGNC. It's been handled by the City of Del Rio, the Chamber of Commerce, and then now it resides under IGNC.
Yes.
So we're very excited that we're celebrating 75 years. We get to see all these girls throughout history.
Right.
Michelle, you've been a big part of that by being our host for several years. And so you get to see all the different girls too.
Definitely. All right. It's so exciting to see them. And 75 years, Andrew, it's just amazing, right, to have 75.
Yes.
And Evelyn, we know that you have something to share, that you've been also double crowned, right? You're the first to be. Tell us a little bit about that.
So it was my second year doing pageants, and I ended up being crowned Miss Queen City and Miss Valverde Teen, which is something huge for me because it was barely my second pageant. My first pageant I got first runner-up. So it definitely encouraged me to do it again, and it ended up coming out better than expected.
Oh, well, you did a beautiful job. IGNC works so hard, Andrew. There's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes, right? So
absolutely.
Lots that goes on. I know y'all and your team put a lot of work into it that just happens, like I said, behind the scenes, but it's definitely great for these young ladies to help them with scholarships and just to promote our city as well. And you've done a beautiful job so far. I know you've been busy with a lot of events. Tell us of what you've done so far.
So this is probably my 5th event so far. It's about to be a month on the 25th.
Okay.
So last night was the Wine and Cheese. I believe my first event was, oh my gosh, it's been so many.
Been a lot, right?
It's been so many.
You've had a lot already, right? In such a short time, and plenty more to go, right? So what are you looking forward to the most in this coming year at the reigning Miss Del Rio?
I'm looking forward to the Christmas events. It's my favorite time of the year, and there's a lot of events. It's a busy month.
Right.
I'm also looking forward to the Amistad events.
Yes.
In October.
That's a lot of fun, right? There's so many events. It's a month full of events, so we know we'll definitely be seeing you there, Evelyn. So what message do you have? I was going to ask you, there's a lot of young girls out there that maybe want to apply for pageants, but maybe, little ones that want to become Miss Del Rio just like you someday. So what advice do you have for them?
I would definitely advise you to get out of your comfort zone. I know it was something big for me to get out of my comfort zone. I think that you should do that and bring yourself to the fullest potential that you possibly can.
That's wonderful. That's amazing. She's awesome.
She's great.
She's amazing. So what else do you have hope that our community knows about you? So we see you a lot during the events, and so what is one thing that you hope the community learns about you?
I hope that they learn that you can come up to me and talk to me about anything. I'm not here as a just beauty. I'm also here as a role model for anybody of all ages. So I could talk to you about anything.
That's wonderful. Amazing. So anything else y'all would like to share before we wrap up this morning?
No, I mean, we're just very, very thankful for Connect Del Rio, and we're very thankful for you, Michelle, that you go out and help us with all of our events. Evelyn, has done an amazing job as Miss Del Rio for her first month, and I know she hasn't seen nothing yet. We have lots to do.
Lots more to come. So
lots more to come. We have lots of events coming up. So we just want to tell the community, look forward to all those events that are coming up. And then now that we're done with our wine and cheese event, and I can kind of tell you that it was very successful. We probably made around $13,000 off of that event. Great. So we look forward to our next one, which will be picking our scholarships in May.
Great.
So those seniors out there, get ready, for it. Yeah,
good,
get ready to apply.
Yes. Well, I'm so happy to be a part of it, and we're so happy that you're here. Congratulations to you, Evelyn, and representing Del Rio. You're representing beautifully. So thank you to IGNC, Andrew Scarborough, and the team. So we hope that you support the events, Del Rio. Get out there and continue to support those events for our community, because this team works really hard. So have a great week, and thank you for being here. We'll
thank
see
you for
soon.
having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great day. Congratulations to Miss Del Rio and IGNC for celebrating its 75th birthday. Now let's take a look at our Eye in the Sky. Right now, Del Rio, it looks like it is clear. Going into the International Bridge, there may be a couple of cars or two. It looks like a lot of people are coming out into the city from Acuña. So if you need to make your way, now is the time. But after you watch our segment, of course. For this camera, you can view it at any time on the City of Del Rio's website. If you're a business and you have heavy traffic in your area, reach out to us to add your camera to our Eye in the Sky in exchange for some free advertising. You can email us at info@connectdelrio.com or message us via our Facebook page. Let's dive into our next segment with some updates from our local entities like the City of Del Rio, SFDR CISD, the hospital, and Val Verde County. Your City at Work. The City of Del Rio recently posted a video on the Streets and Drainage Department. They're making great progress on the pavement project from Pecan to San Felipe Creek Bridge. This upgrade will improve road conditions and enhance safety for our community. The City of Del Rio thanks you for your patience as they move to work to keep Del Rio moving forward. And to close out with the city, the next City Council meeting will take place on February the 25th, 2025 at 6 p.m. at City Hall. San Felipe Del Rio CISD's CTE program recently hosted the Western Welding Academy as they continued their Blue Collar Tour. San Felipe Del Rio shared in a post on social media. A big thank you to Western Welding Academy for stopping by SFDR's CTE Center on their Blue Collar Tour. They created an unforgettable experience with live welding, demonstrations, a Q&A session, and hands-on activities that left a lasting impact on our students. We were also excited to welcome students in from Eagle Pass, Uvalde, Bernie, Somerset, Pearsall, and Southwest Legacy High School, along with Southwest Texas College, to take part in this incredible event. It was a fantastic opportunity for students to explore careers in the skilled trades. Plus, the gear giveaways were a huge hit. A special thank you to our school board members, City Council, the Sheriff's Office, the Chamber of Commerce, and all the local dignitaries who attended and showed their support. Your presence made this event even more meaningful for our students as they consider their future in the skilled trades. We truly appreciate Western Welding Academy's dedication to inspiring the next generation of blue-collar workers and showcasing the value of careers in welding. Let's head on over to Val Verde County. Commissioner's Court is scheduled to be on February the 26th from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Also happening this same day is the Val Verde Library Yoga Program. The event will take place at Val Verde County Library from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Finally, we'll take a look at Val Verde Regional Medical Center. Celebrate your heart with VVRMC today. Join them for a day of essential heart health education and invigorating workout sessions. Enjoy complimentary blood pressure checks and interactive cooking demonstrations to boost your cardiovascular knowledge. They begin at 10 a.m. at the Val Verde Community Center at 1690 Cienegas Road. Let's celebrate a healthier tomorrow together. And that wraps up our local government and education segment. That takes us to Community Guest. Welcome to Community Guest. Today in the studio is Madison Haley. Madison is the owner of 830 Press, and this morning she shows us with some information on the upcoming San Felipe Spring Jam. Please join me in welcoming Madison Haley. Good morning, Madison.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's so good
nice to see you.
Great to see you too. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm really excited to be here. I think that Del Rio has a lot of talent to offer.
Definitely.
So we're really excited to be putting on this event as a platform for the public and for new artists to really get their message out to the community. We're so talented and it's so diverse here. So needs to be showcased.
Definitely, and we have to point out, speaking of talent, you are one of those major talents, Madison. I love to see you
Thank you so much.
She does such beautiful events for our community. So tell us about what is the event that's coming up, Madison?
So the San Felipe Spring Jam was created by a group of musicians. We like to call ourselves dreamers, that's a way to put it, but we are really passionate about showcasing all of the talent that Del Rio has here. We're really rich in like the Hana music and that kind of music, but there's a lot of indie here. There's a lot of country music.
Yes.
There's a lot of rock. There's just
a little bit for everybody.
A little bit for everybody.
Yes. Yeah.
So God willing, we would love to do this monthly throughout the summer. This will be our first one.
Okay.
So hopefully this will be the start of something great.
That's exciting.
You can go ahead and buy tickets
Okay.
at the door. It's $10. It will
Okay.
be May 3rd, and we're going to have a great lineup of artists. We're going to have the Family Jewels headlining, La
Okay.
Historia de Juan, Clifton Castle, myself, and it's a really great opportunity for vendors to come in and showcase their food and showcase their talent. It's open for all vendors to reach out to us.
Okay.
You can find us on Facebook, and it's a really great opportunity for everyone just to showcase what Del Rio has to offer.
That's right. And it sounds like so much fun. So where will the event be at, Madison?
The event will be at La Rambla.
Okay.
Right, for those of you who aren't familiar with the event, the area.
Right. Yes.
It is right across from Memo's. There's a parking lot, and there's this beautiful area alongside the creek with an awesome stage. There's going to be a lot to offer. We're very excited.
So what is the name of the Facebook page that they
the
can
San
find
Felipe Spring Jam. You can
Okay.
go ahead and you will find us on Facebook.
Okay.
Throughout this week, we'll be posting a lot more visuals so people can know what to expect.
Okay.
We definitely do want to bring a new vibe to Del Rio. People are welcome to bring their picnic blankets,
Nice.
chairs.
Just come and make
come and
yourself
have a good
comfortable.
time.
Have a great time.
Have a good time.
So what are the times that the event is going to be?
The
taking
doors
place?
open at 6:30, and we will have vendors set up with food and everything. The music will go ahead and start at around 7, and it'll play throughout the night until the event ends around 11:30.
Okay, it sounds like such a fun event.
Yes, we're
It
very
sounds
excited.
exciting. So let's see what else we have for you, Madison. We know that that's going to be coming up soon, and so everybody's going to get excited about it. So make plans to get out there, Del Rio, and support and find them
Yes.
on their Facebook page and support the local artists
Yes.
and local talent. So
Yes.
So we're so happy to have you here. Any last things you want to share, Madison?
No, I would just encourage everybody to get out there. It's a really great opportunity to enjoy a beautiful day.
Yes.
We're hoping the weather won't be too hot. It's
Right.
Del Rio, so it's a
Yes.
bit unpredictable
Yeah,
around
that's
here.
definitely for sure.
But nevertheless, I think it's a great opportunity for families, young people, really anybody of any age, any background. Like I said, we have a wide variety of music.
For everybody, just bring your families, come
yes,
on down
just
and
come
enjoy,
on down.
enjoy the great food and the good music, the great music
Yes.
too. So Madison, we appreciate you being
Thank
here.
you so much for having me.
thank
So great to
you.
see you guys.
It's great to see you too. So have a great
Yes.
day. All right, so thank you for joining us this morning, Madison, and we look forward to seeing what's to come from the San Felipe Spring Jam. Now, headlining into some of our top headlines, we first want to start off with a story from our newest journalist, Eddie Martinez. The UMC held a ribbon cutting for the new Northside Clinic. Eddie Martinez has more information. Eddie?
Del Rio residents now have one more option for receiving urgent care treatment as United Medical Centers cuts the ribbon at a new clinic on the city's north side.
Northside Del Rio Clinic, United Medical Center, congratulations.
Located at 3809 Veterans Boulevard, UMC Northside Clinic is now open and taking patients.
Thank you, Eddie. Paul Hackmesser visited Del Rio's middle school a while back while they held the powerlifting competition. Here's Paul with some more information.
On Saturday, January 25th, powerlifting students competed at the Del Rio powerlifting meet at Del Rio Middle School.
We invite some really good schools, Carizo Springs and Crystal City and Somerset, have some really great powerlifting programs. We competed in a lot of meets with them, and we were able to get San Angelo Central and Rock Springs and Lakey to also come down as well. So it's just been some really good competition. We have a mix of the different Class A's, so we're seeing different lifters from 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A, and we're 6A as well. So we compete in these invitationals, but a lot of us go to different regional meets. So there's a lot of companionship. They support each other because they know they're all going to go to the next level and kind of try to achieve their own goals.
The Invitational was a resounding success, as all schools demonstrated their outstanding display of strength, discipline, and tenacity. While each school brought their best, Del Rio competitors were confident in their performance, with students securing multiple awards, solidifying themselves as fierce competitors.
I think the difference between last time I competed and now is I'm more focused on my form, trying to make sure I have everything put together to get the best lifts I can.
In addition to securing multiple spots on the podium, several athletes achieved regional qualifying totals, allowing them to advance to the next level and marking significant milestones in their seasons. Among the day's most memorable events was an outstanding performance by George Avalos, who delivered an amazing display of strength, setting 2 new school records, achieving a 775-pound squat and a remarkable 1,800-pound total, certifying himself in the school's powerlifting history.
For this event, I was expecting to come in and just have a decent total, but I ended up overcoming a lot of setbacks that I had, and I ended up breaking the school total record here with 1,800.
While competing at the Uvalde Strong Invitational Powerlifting Meet this past Saturday, February 8th, 2025, several lifters continued to place high and achieve record totals, including girls varsity lifter Galen Lomas, who placed first in the 97-pound class, hitting a regional qualifying total of 765 pounds.
My expectations today were obviously to win. I'm really looking forward to the rest of the season, and today is just practice on how state's gonna go and regionals are gonna go.
Our Del Rio athletes excelled across all divisions, earning numerous awards and surpassing their limits through strength, determination, and perseverance. Congratulations to all athletes for their outstanding performances and achievements. This has been Paul Hackmesser with Connect Del Rio.
Thank you, Paul. And now for some top headlines. Recently, Recently, the Del Rio Water Resource Plan was presented to state legislator Eddie Morales in Austin. This is a short summary of an article written by Stevie Quillo, one of our journalists here at Connect Del Rio. During a recent visit to Austin, local leaders shared Del Rio's water resource plan with State Representative Eddie Morales. They outlined goals for reliable supply and infrastructure improvements. The presentation emphasized challenges like rising population, drought, and aging pipelines. Officials seek legislative support and funding to keep water resources stable for future generations. Representative Morales voiced support for substantial solutions, highlighting the necessity of collaboration. The plan aims to protect Del Rio's water needs amid growth, ensuring long-term viability. The full story can be found on connectdelrio.com if you'd like to read more on this topic. Alondra Sanchez, editor-in-chief, recently put out a story on the progression of the Paul Pogue Theater. The Paul Pogue Theater, a beloved local gem, is being restored to preserve its Spanish colonial revival charm while adding modern upgrades for a better experience. The restoration is a partnership among Del Rio Main Street, the City of Del Rio, and the Val Verde County Heritage Commission, focusing on structural and historical integrity. Upgrades include strengthening the building, modernizing the seating, and enhancing lighting and sound systems. Environmental issues like lead paint will also be addressed. Residents look forward to new performances, concerts, and film screenings once renovations finish. Officials expect the theater's reopening to boost local arts and the economy. The full story can be found on connectdelrio.com if you'd like to read more on this topic. Coming up next, we have Alexander Menchaca with our weather update, and DNA Hibachi, the Connect Del Rio community's Choice Business of the Year, join us in studio. We've still got lots to cover, so stay tuned.
This episode of CDR24 is brought to you by Lone Star Vitality, the perfect combination of knowledge and great products. A new way to improve your health. Lone Star Vitality has some of the best prices in town and has the best variety of hemp and CBD products. Border Federal Credit Union, supporting our community and helping you achieve your financial goals. Border FCU is your trusted partner for checking accounts, loans, investments, and much more. Comfort Tech Service Now. When it comes to ensuring the comfort and safety of your home, you need a reliable service provider that you can trust. Comfort Tech Service Now in Del Rio, Texas offers a comprehensive range of HVAC, plumbing, and electrical services tailored to meet your needs. Texas Construction Company and Handyman Services, offering a variety of services for commercial and residential locations. From painting and tile work to cabinets and rental services, Texas Construction Company is there for you. We'll be right back after these messages.
When your home needs expert care, Comfort Tech Service Now is here for you. And whether it's HVAC, plumbing, or electrical services, we've got you covered with skilled technicians ready to handle any issue. With our fixed right or it's free, your satisfaction is our top priority. From routine maintenance to emergency repairs, we're here ensuring your home stays comfortable and safe.
Service Now!
Call Comfort Tech Service Now, where your home's comfort is always our mission.
The newspaper is back in Del Rio. Place your order today to receive our first issue on March 2nd, 2025. This is Here's your local weather report with meteorologist Alexander Menchaca.
Welcome back to the weather report. This is meteorologist Alexander Menchaca, and you're watching this morning show here on CDR24. Going to get you all caught up weather-wise here in Del Rio and the surrounding community. So it's been relatively cold the last couple of days. You felt that cold, we had a few below freezing temperatures overnight, and it's awesome how weather works. Weather usually repeats itself, so usually when we have these cold fronts that come on through, if you look back the last year, the previous 2 years, we'll have a cold blast similar to this. And February 18th passed here in Del Rio, and you may have remembered that day. That was the day that we saw significant snowfall here in Del Rio. That was the day on February 18, 2021, where Del Rio's all-time record for snow occurred on that day, where the airport recorded around 11.2 inches of snow. You see that cool little graphic here on the National Weather Service that shows where Del Rio got roughly around a foot of snow. There was areas around Del Rio that got even more than that. And you may have remembered that day because that day may have popped up on your iPhone, on those memories on Snapchat. And we had a little short video just to show you on Pecan Street on how Del Rio just looked completely like a winter wonderland, which is really cool just to know that we had a cold blast this week. And 4 years ago, we had a similar cold blast, but that had some snow with it. Let's go and look at what's going on live right now. We are looking at conditions right now being overcast for Del Rio. There appears to be a light mist here in Del Rio too, which is keeping roads completely a little bit slick. So you want to be completely, a little bit slow on that Saturday morning errands and whatnot. The good thing is that we are not below freezing, so we don't have to worry about any ice on the roads or whatnot, just some slick roads, hoping that that mist kind of clears up by the afternoon. But we are expecting a generally cold day here in Del Rio. Temperatures are only expected to reach the lower 50s today in the afternoon, as Del Rio is expected to be around 51 degrees. It looks like most of the area around Del Rio, Eagle Pass around 48, Uvalde around 47. The metroplexes, if you are heading to San Antonio, I-35, Austin, San Marcos, they're going to be on the colder side, as they're going to only warm up to about the lower 40s. If we look at tonight, Del Rio is going to be relatively cold, but we're not going to be below freezing. As you can see, Del Rio is going to be around 38 degrees. It looks like most of the county warning area will be in the mid to upper 30s as well, which is going to be a break from the last couple of days as we've been below freezing overnight. Now, the good news is that you've heard in the beginning of the segment that I was talking about how we're going to warm up this week. Well, 70-degree weather, 80-degree weather is only 24 to 48 hours away, so we can survive today. Those 80-degree temperatures are going to be coming back quickly, and they look to stay here in Del Rio. This is just a quick little temperature graphic that's showing how 80-degree weather is going to be occurring on West Texas, and most of the state's going to begin to thaw out after a cold week here in the good state of Texas. Now, you're also wondering if it's time to put away those winter clothes. As we're maybe about a week or two away from March. Unfortunately, looking at long-term weather models, we're looking at the GFS model here. This weather model is good to see, long-term weather patterns. It's not something you want to bet your money on, but it is something that you want to consider, and it is showing the possibility of another cold blast coming in early March. It looks like the timing on this is between March 6th and March 8th. Like I said, this isn't something that you want to bet your money on, but it is something you just want to keep mindful. If you already want to do some spring cleaning and put away those winter clothes, you may want to hold on to them just before spring break. Now let's take a look at that 5-day forecast for you. Del Rio is expected today to be around the lower 50s, mostly cloudy skies, hoping that the sun may peek through by the late afternoon. But the good news is that sun's going to return very strongly this week, as we're expecting 70-degree weather tomorrow, and 80-degree weather is expected to return from Monday all the way into the early portions of next week. This has been the weather report brought to you by Comfort Tech Service Now. Now back to you, Michelle.
Dedicated, trusted, and the latest news. You're watching Del Rio's first advanced morning news show, CDR24.
Thank you for the update, Alexander. Joining us this morning is DNA Hibachi's Arturo Manzanera and Danny Willis, DNA Hibachi in the 2024 Connect Del Rio Community Choice Business of the Year. They offer some of the most popular foods that are cooked on hibachi with a special twist. Welcome back to Community Guest. Good morning and welcome to the studio. Good morning. How are y'all today?
Hi, good morning. Pretty good.
Great.
Excited to be here. Little nervous, but we're here.
Oh, no, you're going to do fantastic. So we're so happy to have you here, and congratulations on the award.
Thank you.
Yes.
Really appreciate it. We work really hard for it, so.
Definitely. Yes. So we'd love to hear the story about how DNA Hibachi got started. So tell us about your idea behind a unique hibachi food truck, which is the best, by the way. So tell us how the idea behind it.
We used to work in a restaurant in El Paso.
Okay.
For many years doing this. Like, we're actually the chefs that go out there and cook in front of the table and put on a show for you guys. So the style is called teppanyaki, or hibachi is like the same thing. So we worked many years for it, and like one day we were like, we could do this.
Yes,
so we just step out of our comfort zone and save a little bit of money and started doing this.
Great, it's fantastic. Same with you, or
Yeah, it's basically the same. So like we were tired for working for somebody else, like let's work for ourselves, and we started it, and we've almost been like 3 years.
3 years already.
Almost 3 years,
wow,
yes.
That's fantastic, and that's absolutely the best food. You talked about, you cooked in front of people before, so so there's a lot of flair that goes into that style of cooking. How long does it take to like master those skills?
It's not like a time frame. It depends like on the person. If you have like you need to have social skills. Like, first of all, you don't have social skills, you're not up for it, honestly. Because you're in front of people and then you make mistakes, and then like on the fly you need to like correct them, and then they ask you stuff, and then you get customers that are not like so happy sometimes, and some of them are too happy sometimes. So you have to like deal with all that stuff. So you just have to have like social skills. That's the more important thing.
Definitely.
But it's a while. Honestly, it's a while. It takes up to a year to be like good at it.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, basically like that, like good hand-eye coordination, practice.
Practicing.
Like you say, be good with people. Like, and yeah, it's just like about that.
Great. Now, opening up some of that, this is my favorite food, by the way. I love going to visit your food truck, and it's opening up that you just open up that little box and you can just smell the steam of all the delicious food coming up. That's one of my favorite, the yum sauce, everything. Tell us what's on your menu for somebody who might not have visited you before.
Oh, they're gonna like it. If they have business, they're gonna love it. It's steak, shrimp, and chicken. We got the like very simple proteins. You can combine it with fried rice and vegetables, which is the hibachi plate. You can do the yakisobas, which is like my personal favorite. Because they're stir-fried noodles with a little bit of cabbage and carrot, same protein, and you can mix and match the proteins. Sometimes you are a little more for steak, right? But I want a combination, steak and something, steak and shrimp, or steak and chicken, right? Yes. So we have that, and then we've got a bunch of appetizers. We got edamame, which is like soybeans. They're steamed. They're boiled actually, with a little bit of kosher salt on the side. And if you're on the spicy side, we have the spicy too. We got egg rolls, gyozas, which are dumplings. We've got chicken nuggets for the little ones.
Oh, nice! I didn't know that.
Yeah, we got chicken nuggets for the little ones.
Great.
So,
And so, where can we find you? If we're out in the town in Del Rio, so I know you visit lots of different events around town, and you kind of set up you put up the menu on Facebook, on social media. How can people find you, and how can they order? Can they place orders ahead or?
Yes, absolutely. Like we encourage people to order them ahead. Because we don't take that long anyways to cook it. Yeah, to prepare. But they can find us at DNA Hibachi Express on Facebook and DA Hibachi Express on Instagram. And we post our schedule for the week like every Sunday. The latest is Monday, but every Sunday.
Always there.
Yes.
I know, because I'm always looking it up. So.
Yeah, we're very good at letting people know where we're going to be, and we post like if we're going to be on certain event, like we post it and we tag it. Like a day before, and that day we're uploading like
Great,
stuff
great.
on our social
And you'll have an
media.
event tonight, right? So
Yes.
you'll be at the Mesquite
Mesquite
Creek?
Creek,
Okay, so
yes.
Del Rio, find them and make sure you get out there to find DNA Hibachi Grill. It is the best food that you'll ever try. So
Thank you.
again, congratulations on the award and thank you for joining us here at CDR24. So we hope to see you again soon.
Thank you for
Right,
having
right.
us, because
Yes.
we got
so
great
much.
surprises like coming up actually.
Oh, wonderful. That's great, great. What kind of surprises?
Ooh.
Yeah, something you can share or not yet?
Yes,
Okay.
it's just we're trying to do this catering stuff.
Okay, okay.
Like actually go out there and cook in front of people. We're trying to do that. And we have sushi nights as well.
Okay.
Sometimes we have sushi
Sometimes
nights.
you have sushi, okay.
Yes, then we have sushi nights. So if you're in like for sushi, like
Yes.
we got them too. So.
Amazing, right? So catering as well. So we're looking forward to that. So
Thank you.
again for being here and have a great rest of the week and a great night tonight.
All right,
Thank you
so much.
as well.
Yes, congratulations to DNA Hibachi and thank you for stopping by. Paul Heckmeiser, a video journalist here at Connect Del Rio, attended the 3rd Annual Teen Empowerment Summit. Here is Paul with more.
On Tuesday, February 11th, 2025, Del Rio held its 3rd Annual Teen Empowerment Summit on the Valverde County Courthouse lawn. This event was put on to show the teens the dangers of teen dating violence and to empower those teens who may be going through a similar experience. The summit featured music, photo stands, guest speakers, business and organization stands, and much more. Among the great speakers was Vivian Sanchez, Prevention Coordinator with the Texas Council on Family Violence, who shared her experience with teen dating violence and showed how a situation like this can really affect the victim.
My name is Vivian, and I'm a survivor of teen dating violence. Although I had always been an all-A student, that changed as my grades started to drop. Teachers didn't understand what I was going through and assumed I just didn't care. At school, there'd be days where I had to call my parents to pick me up, because being anywhere besides home was overwhelming. 6 years ago, I wrote, "He broke me down till I was nothing. And although he's not here, he continues to." I question everyone's intentions in my life now. Do they really care, or are they another him? Everything is so overwhelming, and I can't do anything but cry. In a world full of people, I question, why me? I can't keep going on. I never want to love anyone again, and despite all of this, I still miss him.
Many of Del Rio's businesses came together during this event to promote and to further empower teens, featuring games, prizes, trinkets, and more.
My name is Paul Mancha, Executive Director of the Del Rio Comic Con. Today, we hope to accomplish many good things, especially we're starting our young pilot program, or what we call our youth artist program, to challenge and to get a lot of individuals that want to start learning to be an artist, illustrator. This will be something perfect for them to start going to the Del Rio Comic Con, so we can find a table for them so they can actually display or sell some of their artwork as well.
My name is Michael Diaz, and I'm the Executive Director at the Whitehead Memorial Museum. I think this event is very important because it gets the youth involved in the community, and it gets them to know more about what's going around in the organizations.
Yes, I'm Lucy Caceres. I work with Valverde Regional Medical Center as the Safe Kids Coordinator and Community Educator. I think that this event is important because it allows teens to see that they have a community of support and that they have adults that are invested in their safety and their well-being.
Part of the event was a walk with warriors, where law enforcement, important figures, and participants alike walked around the block to showcase their strength and fierceness to continue on the path of empowerment. This event not only sheds a light on a serious issue within our society, but also helps bring the community to hope within our young minds. With the 3rd Annual Teen Empowerment Summit coming to a close, there is one message that remains clear. Empowerment starts with awareness, and together, we can make a difference to empower those around us. This has been Paul Hockemesser with Connect Del Rio.
Thank you, Paul. Next, joining us in studio is Vanessa Martinez from SFDR CISD ACE program. Good morning, Vanessa. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you. So Vanessa is the director of the After School Centers on Education, or better known as ACE program, right? So for those who may not know Vanessa, tell us a little bit about the ACE program.
Sure. So Texas ACE is a federal grant that the district has received. We have 5 years, so we're actually on year 2, and we provide after-school services to students throughout the district.
That's great. So who's eligible to attend? Is it what grade levels specifically?
So we do have 7 campuses. We have 5 elementary schools currently and 2 middle schools.
Okay.
So at Lonnie Green, Lamar, Ruben Chavita, Garfield, and Calderon.
Okay.
And so any student between the fifth grade and kindergarten in those areas, and then 6th grade in Del Rio Middle School, so 7th and 8th grade.
That's amazing. So tell us what happens during this time. So the school day happens, right? So
Yes.
kids go to school from 8 to 3, and then this program begins right after school, and then what happens during that time for
Correct.
the students?
So when the school bell rings, ACE begins, and
Okay.
so what we do is we offer our students a variety of things. We're trying to give them a safe place to be after school. So we provide tutorials with certified teachers, and we also have dinner, so they get a free warm dinner, and then they have enrichment time, so they have different activities scheduled at each campus that's grade appropriate.
Oh, great, great. So they do get probably help with their homework and
Yes.
things like that. So that's fantastic for parents. Now, what are the hours? It starts at 3, like you said, when the school bell rings?
Yes.
Starts at 3. What is the ending time for each day?
ACE goes till 6 p.m., but we do have transportation that comes
Okay.
around 5:15.
Okay, so they'll take the students to their homes?
Yes.
Okay, that's fantastic. So who is eligible? We talked about that, all the kids and the meals. There's meals provided. There's no cost,
No
right?
cost.
So that's great too.
Yes.
So is there a particular maybe success story that you can share on children who have attended, or maybe parents that have shared something with you that's really, really, that they've seen an improvement or just are happy about attending the ACE program?
Well, we actually have gotten some really good feedback from parents, not only academically, because we have seen great academic gains. One of the principals yesterday was sharing with their site coordinator that they have seen huge improvements from benchmark to benchmark for the kids in ACE. But we've also had parents reach out just to share how helpful this program has been, not only helping them academically, but socially, because the kids do have time to socialize and make friends and play around where they don't necessarily have that time during the school day.
Right.
So they've had kids just kind of like come out of their shell and just become more of who they are.
Right.
And they are also really grateful for all the opportunities that they have been provided, because we're just trying to expose the kids to
Right,
things they may
right.
not have otherwise. So at some campuses we have Taekwondo, so they've gotten an experience on discipline and just how to control themselves, and then we have some art classes that come in. So we work with the Casa, and we've just had some really great partnerships to expose these kids, and the parents really do appreciate that.
Good. And I know you mentioned volunteers, right? So you always need maybe volunteers to come in to help as well, or?
Yes. So Texas ACE, we are a grant, but we're always looking for people to provide like passion projects, because we want to expose these kids to different opportunities, because not only are we focusing on their academics, but we also are trying to bring the families together. So family engagements, so parents are supposed to come at least one of our meetings, and we bring in information, but we're looking for people that are passionate about something. So for example, we have a teacher that was really excited about crocheting, and so she got some kids together and she showed them how to crochet. We have some people who are really excited about cooking, and so they have some culinary classes that the kids are going, but we're always looking for people who maybe have some time on their hands and want to give back to the community, so that we can expose our students. And it doesn't have to be a huge commitment. It can be 1 hour.
Whatever time they have to give.
Yes, whatever time they have to give.
That's great. So if anybody out there has a skill like Vanessa's saying, join them and get out there and contact Vanessa. Who exactly can they contact? Is there a contact person at every campus, or should they call you? Or?
So we do have a full-time staff member at every campus that we service, but I am also in office, and you can find me on the school district webpage. There's an ACE button at the top corner. And then I also have a program specialist, Brenda Flores, and she is willing and able to talk to people and see how we can get you out at campuses and how we can just service these kids, because we have some amazing students and they deserve the world. And so that's what we're trying to do.
That's amazing. And I know y'all are doing fantastically with the students. So keep up the great work, Vanessa, and make sure citizens out there and community, get out there and reach out to the campuses, the contact person, or Vanessa or her assistant Brenda. They're going to be happy to help you with the ACE program. So Vanessa, thank you so much for being here, and we appreciate you visiting Connect Del Rio this morning.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So we want to thank Vanessa Martinez for joining us this morning. We're just about ready to close out, but before we do, we've got one more look at the weather and a look at our events happening around town. All this and more when we return from these messages.
This episode of CDR24 is brought to you by Lone Star Vitality, the perfect combination of knowledge and great product. A new way to improve your health. Lone Star Vitality has some of the best prices in town and has the best variety of hemp and CBD products. Border Federal Credit Union, supporting our community and helping you achieve your financial goals. Border FCU is your trusted partner for checking accounts, loans, investments, and much more. Comfort Tech Service Now. When it comes to ensuring the comfort and safety of your home, you need a reliable service provider that you can trust. Comfort Tech Service Now in Del Rio, Texas offers a comprehensive range of HVAC, plumbing, and electrical services tailored to meet your needs. Texas Construction Company and Handyman Services, offering a variety of services for commercial and residential locations. From painting and tile work to cabinets and rental services, Texas Construction Company is there for you. We'll be right back after these messages.
When your home needs expert care, Comfort Tech Service Now is here for you. And whether it's HVAC, plumbing, or electrical services, we've got you covered with skilled technicians ready to handle any issue. With our fixed right or it's free, your satisfaction is our top priority. From routine maintenance to emergency repairs, we're here ensuring your home stays comfortable and safe.
Service Now!
Call Comfort Tech Service Now, where your home's comfort is always our mission.
The newspaper is back in Del Rio. Place your order today to receive our first issue on March 2nd, 2025. This is your local weather report with meteorologist Alexander Menchaca.
Welcome back to CDR24. This is meteorologist Alexander Menchaca getting you all caught up weather-wise this weekend here in Del Rio. Now, you started seeing that cold weather kind of coming through this past week. You saw a couple of days where we were below freezing overnight. And just like I was mentioning earlier, it's cool how weather works. We had a big cold blast around this time. More likely, if you look at the records from last year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, we would have a similar cold blast around the same time. And speaking about that, 4 years ago on February 18th, something significant happened here in Del Rio that I wanted to highlight. And that was the significant snowfall that occurred on February 21st here in Val Verde County, Kenny County, Uvalde County, all the county warning area. This is actually a video out in Pecan Street that looks completely different as it was covered with snow. Del Rio hit about 11.2 inches on the the airport sensor, but looking at our graphic here, we have a couple of areas that hit close to above a foot of snow. Del Rio usually hit around all over Del Rio had over a foot of snow, but there was areas around Del Rio that even saw, 15 inches, 16 inches, something that you will rarely see here in Del Rio. But I wanted to highlight that because you may have saw that, those Snapchat memories, the iPhone giving you that little memory buzz of those photos, how that occurred 4 years ago. And the cool thing is that we had a cold blast, 4 years later, with no snow. But it's just cool how weather works that way. But let's get you caught up for this week. And we'll look at our current conditions right now. Current conditions show that we are having an overcast morning. Clouds are completely dominating the area. It is a little cold outside. We are around 38, 39 degrees Fahrenheit. The roads are slick. I was outside right now looking at the mist. The mist has kind of died down a little bit, but it's still keeping roads slick. So you want to take your time driving this morning just to, avoid any, moist areas. The good thing is we're not below freezing, so you don't got to worry about any, ice on the roads or whatnot. But generally, we are going to stay cold today. As you look at our temperature graphic here, we are expecting Del Rio to be around 51 degrees Fahrenheit for our high. That's pretty cool for here for Del Rio. And around the local area, Uvalde around 47, Eagle Pass around 48. The metroplexes are going to stay relatively cold. San Antonio, San Marcos, Austin, the I-35 corridor is going to be around, the lower 40s if you're making those trips out to the city this weekend. Now, overnight tonight, we are going to be on the cold side, but we're not going to be below freezing, which is going to be a good thing here in Del Rio. And Del Rio is going to be around 38 degrees Fahrenheit. Most of the county warning area will be in the mid to upper 30s as well as we wrap, this cold blast, the final days of this cold blast here in South Central Texas. Now, we are anticipating warm weather to return. I know that's something that's exciting a lot of people. It's exciting us here at CDR24. And that warm weather is going to return as early as tomorrow. We are going to jump to the 70s tomorrow. And by Monday all the way through about Thursday, we are going to expect temperatures to hit the mid 80s, even some upper 80s possible. And that may be, a sight for, great eyes here in Del Rio, as, we've been relatively cold the last couple of days. But you may be, wondering if it's time to put away those winter clothes or that we'll start storing up any winter items. You may want to hold off on that. The GFS model, which is a weather model that shows long-term predictions, it's not something that you want to bet your money on, but it's something that we kind of look at just to kind of get an idea of what possibly can occur. It is showing the possibility of a cold blast moving through early March, around March 6th to March 8th. Like I said, it's not something you want to bet your money on, but it's something you want to consider if you are already starting to, wrap up on all the winter items this year. You may want to hold off on that just to see. You can always follow here on Connect Del Rio, CDR24, all the social media outlets for any weather information, as well as Del Rio weather alerts for any weather information as well. So let's take a look at that 5-day forecast for you. As we look, we are expecting today to hit around 51 degrees Fahrenheit for the high. We are anticipating and hoping that we'll see some breaks later in the day. Maybe that sun will come out a little bit, maybe warm things a little bit more than anticipated, but relatively a cold day here in Del Rio. The good news is, like I said, warm weather returns quickly. Tomorrow we'll jump to the 70s, and it looks like all the rest of the week we are anticipating temperatures to be in the low to mid 80s. And just a reminder, this weather broadcast is brought to you by Comfort Tech ServiceNow. Now back to you, Michelle.
Dedicated, trusted, and the latest news. You're watching Del Rio's first advanced morning news show, CDR24.
Thank you, Alexander, for that weather report. Let's close things out with event highlight. Calling all cornhole enthusiasts. Mark your calendars for February the 22nd at the Del Rio Civic Center. It's the Rotary Club of Del Rio's first annual cornhole tournament with proceeds for the Rotary Park Pump Track. Registration is open on Score Holio, so gather your friends and form a team. This event is hosted by BTB Cornhole. Don't miss out on this friendly competition and community fun while supporting a great local cause. Yoga and Wine with Marisa Magana is on today at the Val Verde Winery. Enjoy a morning yoga session at 11 a.m., followed by delightful wine tasting. Tickets are $15 per person. All experience levels are welcome, so invite your friends to stretch, sip, and relax together. Head on down to 100 Qualia Drive, the Valverde Winery in Del Rio, and experience this perfect blend of wellness and local flavor. Looks like some great things are happening this weekend, Alex.
Absolutely,
right?
Pretty exciting. I actually wanted to test out that hibachi place. It looked really, really good on those pictures, right?
It's delicious. Like, it's some of my favorite foods. So you open up that little box, like I said, and the steam just comes up with the veggies and the meat or the shrimp and chicken. It's just great. So you have to definitely try it out. They'll be out and about this evening, and I'm excited about the 80-degree weather, coming up.
Absolutely. I feel like, I always tell people in Del Rio that spring feels colder for some reason.
Yes,
I guess that
it
moisture
does.
coming in, but the good thing is that warm weather is returning, and I'm sure everyone's excited about that.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited about
Absolutely.
that. But for the people that like the cold, it's good for them to know that it might be along the way another little
Absolutely.
cold blast.
They may
right?
get one more shot to wear those winter coats. So I know people are excited about that here in Del Rio too.
So before we go offline, we want to thank you for watching this morning's episode. We'd also like to close out with our mission statement. Connect Del Rio's mission statement is to create and structure a centralized online source that hosts the latest information, high-end services, and tools that benefit and progress the city of Del Rio.
So we envision a future where we have established a new local digital status quo that helps our city improve its online infrastructure.
Lastly, Connect Del Rio will always strive to help improve our community overall and provide quality work that you would normally only see in large cities. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we'll see you again later in this month on
CDR24 Morning News Show.
Until next time, thanks for watching CDR24.